Now running here with Jaden Blue. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The game gets this down inside the 35. What a way to get our game started. 32 yards.
First down.
A nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy, is it a huge bonus.
First down, and they go right back to him. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Offense going audible this time. Throwing on second, Prescott. Defenders closing in, and they're going to get home here, and they drop him at the 40. And goes to the hurry up here.
10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Making a read at the line. Third and long for him here. Pass is caught by Blue. And they get to him as he gets the first down. Making it look easy, partner, on 3rd and 17.
We call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Blue here from the pistol. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's got it. What a throw. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Sent right down the middle and good. And they go up 7-0 here early.
Bengals nothing. Brandon
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Samaje Perine on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. One play action here. Burrow. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Some yardage lost and first down lost too with that grounding flag. This is 2nd and long. Burrow to the air now. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. They'll give him a gain of about 6 before he steps out of bounds. It's going to bring up 3rd down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
4 guys out wide. Here we go, 3rd and long. Burrow setting the throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. He steps out of bounds as this play goes for 25 yards. Nice work there. And it'll be first down Bengals.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And he gets him around 6 there. Knocked down by Savon Revel.
Savon Revel on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd
And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. It's the Cowboys out in front. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're looking at 2nd and 4. Here's Brown again. He loses the football. The Cowboys scoop it up. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them, Kate's going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Dak to the air here. And this one's going to be picked off, but he dropped it. Oh, almost a one-play drive. Defender couldn't hang on, though, and they're going to feel fortunate coming up on 2nd down now.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Dak did not like what he saw. He's switching things up. Here he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. Brought to the ground as they hit him big on that play, Brock. Looks like they're marking a gain of about 25 yards.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Blue. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Now, not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Cowboys with the lead here at AT&T. All right, here we go. 2nd down. All right, they're shuffling things around a bit. Going with an alternate play here. Working on second down. Dak. Completed to his running back. And talk about a good game when they needed it. That's 13 on second down. Now only a yard to go here on third.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Handoff running left. It's Blue. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's fourth down. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They're lining up to go for this.
47. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 53. Here we go, 47.
They're going for it. Here's Prescott. Hits his target in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they bump their lead up to 14.
14. Bengals nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, this is Piron. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. In trouble, and he's going to go down. Hit back at his own 9. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line. Burrow on second down. Catch made by Chase Brown. And he's out of bounds after picking up a bunch. Still not enough for the first, though, Brock. Third down coming up.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
To the air on third and long. Lasers this one deep down the middle. That's grabbed inside the 30. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So as we all recover from that last play, it's first and 10 near the red zone. Throwing is Burrow. And they answer. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins from 23 out. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And that cuts the lead to 7.
14. Bengals 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 35-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10. Changing up the call. Back to throw. Here's Dak. And give him the first down here. Looks to be an even 20 on that play. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Offense going audible this time. Here's Dak. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
2nd down coming from Prescott. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bengals will begin the 4th quarter with a football following the interception.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Burrow. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he's down as that play goes for 26 big ones. That's good for the first down. Aubrey now to kick this one away. On a return, this is Piran. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Starting the half with a give to Brown. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Burrow. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that, and he's there for the interception. Jalen Thompson makes the play. And he's going to score pick 6 for Dallas. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Sent right down the middle and good. And they now lead by 14 points.
Cowboys 21, Bengals 7. Brandon Aubrey to kick off.
A A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Burrow back to throw. Finds Chase on the slant. And he's going to manage 13 yards here before going down. That picks them up to first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. Hauled in left side. And they make the tackle at the 38. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Bengals have a first down.
That whole operation right there, Kate, delivered with conviction. Passes have to be if you want to pick up first downs and keep the drive on schedule.
Hits his running back. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
With these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
On second down, Burrow. Some heavy contacts here, and that's going to break things up. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
And he's hauled down just beyond the line, but that's all they needed. Just a single yard for that first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Burrow now on first down. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Here we go. 11.
Working inside the red zone. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. Working quickly here.
A loss of 11 yards. It's second down and goal.
Throw to pass now on second down. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. So they'll be left with third and goal.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at third and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
1-1, ready?
Need a touchdown here as they line up for third and goal.
Here we go. 12.
Burrow setting to throw. Intercepted in the end zone. And is picked off by Triquez Bridges. And the Cowboys will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. Up the middle, Blue. The stop is made. Defense drives him out after a gain of about 13. And that's going to give the Cowboys a first down.
15 yards on the play. And the Cowboys first down.
Making a read at the line.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And we won't have another snap. That is the end of our third quarter. The Cowboys control possession and the scoreboard as they try to finish out this win. Start of the fourth quarter, offense set up first and 10.
Here we
Blue running to the right. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Dak did not like what he saw. He's switching things up. Completed out to the left on that quick throw. This goes big, 25 yards before that tackle is made. That is good for a Cowboy first down.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Blue gets the handoff. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
And understandably, they're happy to just let this clock run down to our 2-minute warning. Cowboys nearing a win here with a 14-point lead. Offense to the line for second down.
Kill.
Dak to the air here. And he's going to go down. They drop him back on his own side at the 47. Boye Mafe. And that sets up an extremely difficult third now and 17.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Third and long for him here. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it. Complete to Pickens. And there it is. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens. A 53-yard score. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And lead now 21.
Bengals 7. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, this is Piron. This makes it up to the 25.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
Here we go.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Over the middle, taken in by Higgins. And he's going to be brought down right after making that catch. A good gain, but the tackle limits it to 9.
Brings up second and a yard at the 34-yard line.
The second down throw from Burrow. Oh, brother, it's another interception. He's picked off by Triquez Bridges.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, first and 10.
Here we go. Hey, kill. We're going to 54. One hit. Hey, 47. Hey, kill.
They're going to pass it here. And he put everything he's got behind it. And he can't pull this one in. That's incomplete. Second time he hasn't been able to bring in a catchable ball. Keep an eye on that. It's second down.
It's second down.
Okay, color me a little bit surprised here, Brock. Seeing them throwing darts downfield still, considering the lead they've got at this point in the game, kind of seems like we're running out territory.
Well, you call it surprise. I call it trust. That's what that coaching staff does and believes in their quarterback as they continue to fire away.
All right, they're shuffling things around a bit.
Kill.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Big strike here to Williams. They're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. The deep pass comes up big. 32 yards.
First down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Prescott to throw. Forced out to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. Second down coming up.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
Going with an alternate play here. Working on second down. Prescott. Caught, nice gain left side. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down.
For a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
From the red zone on first. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. So it'll be second down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. Prescott has his offense ready. They're going for two.
The Cowboys will line up for the two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And that one's caught. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the fourth. All right, I know the old adage, there is no lead that is safe in the NFL, but Brock, this lead actually feels pretty safe to me. Not sure they needed to go for two at this point.
Well, I'm pretty sure you know what this feels like one thing to me. Stat padding. And it's just going to come back to you at some point. Maybe not in this game, but down the road. You start padding your stats to show off, oh, look how many points we scored. Look how great a job we did. And start patting yourself on the back. Yeah, you're usually going to get hit and knocked on your backside at some point.
First and 10 from the 43.
Here we go.
Burrow to the air now. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Kobe Durant has it.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Looking at our likely final play here.
Hey, 47. 46.
To throw, Prescott. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. First play of the drive, Brock, you always tell me that's always the start of a new battle, and the defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game.
Diamond shining off my grill like a flashlight. If you watching me, you wrong. Need to get your cash right. No, little boy, you wrong. You get caught, you get life. And if it's gas, catch you slipping, you get high price to go viral for that Instagram. Car beam, take your life in an instant, man. Round Swiss cheese, mama, whole residence. And you right here riding in the hood like the president. Need to repent, cause you bout to get dealt with. Little cousin gang. Ain't gold. Keep it on your everything, cause the game got switched. You can't go back where you stay, cause the game got switched. OGs went to jail and the lames got rich. Somewhere along the way, man, the game got switched. Keep it on your everything, cause the game got switched. You can't go back where you stay, cause the game got switched. OGs went to jail and the lames got rich. People said I would end up working in the streets. It was said I would end up working in the streets. It was said I would end up working in the streets.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western New York. Welcome to the new Highmark Stadium, the home of the Bills. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Detroit Lions and the Buffalo Bills. Mike Tirico, Greg Oltz are ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. And off we go from Orchard Park. And that's a decent return out to the 29-yard line. The offense will get play one of the game from right there. On the ground, a first carry for James Cook. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
On the stop. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Moving to his right. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
By Aiden Hutchinson.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Allen. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They were prepared for it. And they held it to a modest gain.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Now a 3rd and 2. Caught out wide on the RPO, and the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
1st down, it is Williams. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Lions 1st down. They'll go again here with Williams. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here. And that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. Lions ball to begin this 2nd quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 12 to go. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. Well, so often that running back is the best friend of a quarterback down there. This time he takes the pass, and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Mike, the key to a good passing game is to find ways to keep everybody involved. When the defense has to account for every potential target, they tend to get really stretched pretty thin. That's exactly what this offense was able to do. Get the ball to your running back, and he's able to do the rest.
To return, here's Ray Davis. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Cook. He works free, right side, to the 20. And he is gone. 75 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bills will level things out at 7 apiece.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down.
Walker on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
It's another run here for Williams. And he'll get this forward to about 33.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. He will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st down, Detroit.
2 minutes to play. 1st half, all tied at 7. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Goff gives it to Gibbs. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Big Ed Oliver there on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Second down, they need 7. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. The Bills will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
3-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A huge play just before the half. 33 yards. Good start to this drive so far. Another 1st and 10. Now Gibbs. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The Lions called their first timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. Second and 7. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
The RPO, that one is complete. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions.
The kicker on
Bates now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Bills 7.
Halftime coming close. And not much time left as this one is kicked away. Davis now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
On the return, the Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Allen. Down the field, he's got the hookup to Shaquille. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
And the Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Allen to the throw on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
The Bills going to use their final timeout here, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. That's a gain of 14 to begin this second half.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. He'll get this across midfield to about the 49. Christian Benford brings him down.
49-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 7. They run over center with Williams. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past. But here, you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit, because that one went nowhere.
This will be 3rd and long. Now, Goff. Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. That's hot.
Complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit.
Here's Bates for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Lions will take a 21-7 lead.
Bill 7.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Quickly to Shakir on the RPO. And he gets him 6 yards closer before throwing out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up. From the gun, Josh Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Allen. Gonna look deep, looking for more. He's got it! And he's going to have the Bills 1st down on what will be a big play there for 4th and long.
1st and 10.
The Lions called their first timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Out to his right. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
A loss of 4 brings up 2nd and 14 at the Lions' 45-yard line.
And we will not get another snap here. That is going to do it for this third quarter of play. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. From the gun, here is Allen. That's complete to Moore on the right side. And they'll take this down inside the 35. To break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31.
Carry for Cook. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down. And 6.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. Forced out wide. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
Not only does he let the ball go through his hands, he lets 6 points slip away with that drop. I mean, everyone else does their job. The ball's on target. Listen, this is the big boy league now. The reality is, you just got to catch the ball.
A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
A 3-yard loss. It's now 4th down and goal.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's to the end zone, intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings up.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
22-yard line.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. He'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. A minute 57 to go in the game. The offense staying out there for this fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. Now pass deep for St. Brown. That is brought in. And he's going to have the Lions first down. This is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for fourth down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more...
And he's into the end zone, and they are making it look easy. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Bates now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Bills 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now Allen on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Here's the third and final timeout for the Lions as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. See what they have for second and 10. To throw is Allen. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Again, working deep downfield. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. Allen gonna throw for it. That's taken in. He will have the conversion and more. And he is going to have the Bills first down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on fourth down.
First down.
To the air once more is Allen. He's looking deep for Shakir. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Pass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills are able to cut into the deficit.
Makes the score Lions 28, Bills 14. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here we go on the return from the 1. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
24-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. In the end, they come away with the victory.